what's up guys, I'm Key, and you are watching Kis Crazy Reptiles. So, you want to rehome your reptile, but don't know where to start? Well, that's where I can help you. The most common place I see reptiles advertised for rehoming are Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Although these are great places to get your ads seen, not very many people who actually have knowledge about reptiles are on Craigslist and Facebook. A really great alternative that is specific to reptile keepers and breeders is Morph Market. Morph Market is a website specifically advertised toward people who are looking for reptiles. So most people going to Morph Market are going to be knowledgeable about reptiles. Although most people on here use it to buy reptiles that were bred by a breeder, so definitely make sure to, in your advertisement, say that you are just rehoming your reptile. Be sure that if you are advertising on Craigslist, to put it in the Community Pets tab. If you have it under the For Sale tab, or I've even seen geckos under the Kids and Children tab, they're not going to get sold to the right kind of person. You want to go to specifically Community and Pets to be sure that whoever is seeing your ad is in the market for a pet. You want to ask them, what research have you done on? Insert reptile name here. So, the reason why you want to ask this is to be sure that they are fully knowledgeable on the reptile that they are receiving. You want to make sure that they aren't getting their information from something like a big chain pet store, you know which one I'm talking about, as these pet stores don't really care about your animals and they're just going to give out misinformation which can really damage your reptile's health. So definitely be sure they're getting their information from a correct place, or at least ask them to maybe name out some things that they know about reptile care when it comes to that specific species. I'm going to ask them, who is this reptile for? Oftentimes I see parents buying reptiles for their children or for somebody as a gift or a joke. I know it may seem shocking, but people really do go out of their way to get their kids or a family member a gecko that really didn't want it, or maybe the kid really was just begging for a long time. Eventually, they have it, they don't take care of it the right way, they get bored, and inevitably, they want to give it up, which is where most rehoming situations come from. So, you want to be sure that this isn't a parent giving a gecko or a snake or whatever reptile to their child. If they are, you want to be fully confident that they know that they're going to be the sole caretaker of this reptile, and that they know the care that comes along with it. They know that they're going to provide everything for it, they're going to feed it, and that they are the caretaker. Maybe they're just saying it's their kids, but really parents shouldn't be giving their children, like small children, reptiles unless they know that they are going to be the ones taking care of it and not the children. Also, if somebody says that they're giving it to somebody as a gift, ask to speak to the person that they are gifting it to. You may also want to ask if they've had reptiles in the past. Although this is not necessary at all, I know some people just feel like these reptiles are their babies and they want them to go to a really good home, and oftentimes people that have had reptiles in the past are pretty knowledgeable about reptile care. So I know personally, if I ever rehomed my reptiles, I would want them to go to somebody who is experienced. And now we are at rehoming your reptile. So, you found somebody that you think is the perfect match to give your reptile to. First, you want to make sure that you fully trust your gut. Do you have any weird feelings about the person, the situation? Trust your gut, and you can totally back out at any point in time. As long as you feel like it is safe to go through with it, then you can totally go through with it. Well, how do I go about actually giving my reptile to somebody? There are two ways we can do this. Like I did with Daisy here, I actually met the person rehoming Daisy in person. So how you'd want to go about that is meeting up in a public space, like a grocery store, a public park, etc. You want to go somewhere that is public. You want to be sure that you're taking somebody with you because you're meeting a complete stranger, and you want to be sure that you are safe. So, when you're actually going to drive to the location and you want to be sure that your reptile is perfectly safe in the car, you want to make sure that they are in a carrier with plenty of ventilation and possibly a hide or some foliage to hide them, because I know personally Daisy, she was really skittish on her first day, so when I transferred her into her carrier, I had a hide in there and some foliage and a napkin on the bottom so that she felt like secure and not like she was going to slide all around. You don't want to give the carrier that you have to the new owner. Make sure to ask the new owner to bring their own carrier, whether it's a bin or a Tupperware or a cardboard box, when you are transferring them from their old carrier to their new one, that you have the new owner transfer them in their car, so that in case for some reason the reptile is freaked out or scared, they can, if they get out somehow, they'll go into the car. They won't be outside somewhere and possibly run away or slither away and potentially get hurt. So the second option is to ship your reptile. The best way I feel like you can go about this is by buying a pre-made reptile shipping kit. You can often buy these online for pretty cheap, around like $12. Come with an insulated box, a Tupperware or a snake bag for you to put your reptile into, a heat pack, a cold pack, and sometimes even a shipping label. But here's where the difficult part of shipping a reptile comes in. If it's too hot, too cold, your reptile can potentially die in shipping. You have to not only check your weather, but the person that you're shipping to, you have to check their weather as well. You have to look up your specific species and be sure that the weather is perfect for them. You also want to be sure to do overnight shipping. You can't do like normal shipping for a reptile. They can die in shipping if you wait too long. So you definitely want to just do overnight shipping. I personally have never shipped a reptile, so that's why I personally recommend doing it locally, so that you don't have to go through the stress of having to ship a reptile. But if you do plan on shipping them, look up various tutorials here on YouTube, just how to safely ship a reptile. Make sure to do tons of research, because again, I'm not experienced with shipping reptiles, so definitely do your own research on your own time and figure out if that is the right option for you and your reptile. And you're done. You have successfully rehomed your reptile, and now you can rest knowing that your reptile is safe and sound at their brand new home. So if you would like to, you can also message the new owners for any sort of updates if you would like to. When I got Daisy, I made sure the first week that I got her that I updated her on how she was doing in her quarantine tank. Lastly, be sure to comment down below your favorite reptile species in the comments, and I'll be sure to reply. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this helps some of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and that is all. Bye!